And welcome back to another edition of the Senior Spotlight Show. Joining me now is our first senior of the episode, Caleb Lyons. Caleb, thank you for joining us.
All right.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Caleb Lyons. I'm a senior at Pickle High School.
Tell us some of the activities you've been involved with.
I'm on the football team, basketball team. I do track. I throw the shot put and the discus. That's pretty much it.
So pretty much a big sportsman, huh?
Yeah.
What has been your favorite memory from attending Pickle City schools?
Probably going undefeated back-to-back years in football, having a good year in basketball this year, and just being around everybody and having a good time.
What are your future plans right now?
I'm going to Furman University to play football and study business.
Why did you pick Furman out of all the other offers that you may have had?
They did a really good job recruiting, and the coaches were super enthusiastic with the recruiting process and really knew how to get you to like their school, and it's a great place. I mean, super nice. So
why'd you pick business as your major?
Pretty much because I'm basically undecided, and so I feel like business was just a good thing to fall back on.
That's a good answer. I mean, at least you're being honest with it.
Right, yeah.
What do you think underclassmen have to look forward to when it comes to their senior year?
It's really fun. It can be really laid back, or it can be really difficult depending on the path you choose. And there's a lot of stuff you got to plan out, a lot of stuff you got to figure out, your life stuff. So yeah.
What are some of your favorite teachers?
I'd either say probably Coach Travis Neese, one of my football coaches, or a teacher that used to teach here, Ratliff, Mr. Ratliff. So
it seems like a lot of people liked Ratliff.
Yeah, Ratliff he's a good dude.
What is some advice that you would give anyone going into high school?
Probably don't stress about anything too much, because it's never as serious as you think, especially with like a math assignment or something like that. It's never that, you don't stress.
So like your life's a little bit different than like a normal student because your dad's an administrator here. Has that like affected you in school at all, or has it just kind of been normal?
I don't think it ever really affected me because I didn't really get into too much trouble, so I never really had to. And I mean, he's here sometimes, that I always liked it, him being here. It's cool to see him and stuff, and it was never like a weird thing or anything like that. But
tell us anything else that you would like to add about what it was like to be at Pickle High School.
It was a great time, met some good people and people I've always been friends with, and some new people, but yeah, it was just a really good time.
Caleb, thank you for taking the time to be with us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back here on the Senior Spotlight Show. And welcome back to the Senior Spotlight Show. Joining me now is our next senior, Reagan Sloan. Reagan, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Reagan Sloan. I'm a senior at Pickle High School.
What kind of activities have you been involved with?
So I'm currently NHS president. I've been in student council, Model UN, Key Club, Link Leaders, Interact Club. I think that's all of them.
That's a lot of clubs. What other sports have you been involved with too?
I played volleyball for 3 years, and I also played 1 year basketball.
Okay. What has been your favorite memory from attending Pickle City schools?
I'd say the student section was really fun this year. Like for the football games, that was probably my favorite part. It was especially fun this year.
So it wasn't the part where me and Down surprised you with being an NHS member while you were mowing the grass?
That actually wasn't my favorite part.
What do you think underclassmen have to look forward to their senior year?
It's very stressful, but once you kind of get organized and in the flow of things, it's really not that bad. You kind of just get to sit back and enjoy it.
What are your future plans right now?
Right now, I have committed to the University of Cincinnati. I'm going to study business and marketing, I think. And then I'm going to get my MBA and then work in the NFL.
Work in the NFL?
That's what I'm looking for.
Wow, that's insane. I hope you get there one day. I really do.
Thank you.
It'd be cool. What are your favorite teachers?
I'd say it's between Mrs. Hoying and Mrs. Starrett. Those two have helped me a whole lot.
Why those two?
I had both my hardest AP classes with them, and they've just been such great teachers. Miss Hoying got me a good score on the AP Chem exam, and Miss Starrett has helped me a lot this year with my writing.
What is some advice that you would give anyone going into high school?
It goes by really fast. Take it all in, get involved, do all the clubs, all the sports. If you think something sounds cool, just go ahead and do it. It's worth it.
Tell me anything else you would like to tell the community what it was like to go to Pickle High School.
It was a fun ride. I'm going to miss it.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back here on the Senior Spotlight Show. Welcome back to the Senior Spotlight Show. Joining me now is our next senior, Tony Martin. Tony, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Tony Martin. I've went to PHS all 4 years of high school.
What kind of activities have you been involved with?
I bowled all 4 years and played baseball here all 4 years of high school.
What has been your favorite memory from attending Pickle City Schools?
My favorite memory is just getting to go through the grades and enjoying all my time with my friends. And coming into athletics, it's a lot of fun because it's a great program.
What do underclassmen have to look forward to when it comes to their senior year?
They get to look forward to the ability to have the freedom of their schedules. And as long as they do their work and everything, they'll have a lot of fun classes.
What are your future plans right now?
My future plans are to attend Adrian in Adrian, Michigan, and play baseball and study electrical engineering.
Why did you choose Adrian?
I chose Adrian because it's a 14-to-1 ratio with teacher to students. The baseball program is amazing, and when I visited the campus, it's not just like a college campus, it's like a college town. So they have a lot of living for a lot of people that come in, and even as a freshman, I'm allowed to have a car on campus and everything. So it's a very homey feeling.
Yeah, those small colleges are really helpful for people who are used to smaller towns too.
Yes.
What are your favorite teachers?
Ratliff, Drake, and my favorite teacher is probably Miss Berkey because she introduced me into all the engineering and all the different outlets I've had.
Her classes are pretty cool down there. You get to 3D print some stuff
Yeah.
and things like that. What are some of the cool things you've done?
My sophomore year, we did robots, and we had a lot of different robot activities. We had robot Olympics, races. My freshman year, we built these bridges out of balsa wood, and you see how much weight you can stand. And this year, we're just doing a lot of spatial stuff where you're looking at how 3D prints will work. So and right now we're working with energy and electricity.
What is some advice that you would give anyone going into high school, so like an 8th grader coming in?
My advice would be if you are, I would honestly say probably try and figure out what classes you fit, because after your sophomore year, you're pretty much done with science, and you can change your math, especially if you don't want to go into STEM. You don't have to go to pre-calc. You can branch out. So take your freshman year and just figure out what you want to do here.
Tell me anything else you would like to add about what it was like to go to Pickle City Schools.
It was just a really good experience. I had fun, and I'm going to miss it when I leave.
Thank you very much again, Tony, for taking the time.
Thank you.
We'll be right back here on the Senior Spotlight Show. Welcome back to the Senior Spotlight Show. Joining me now is our next senior, Nick Shepard. Nick, thank you for taking the time to be with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Nick. I am a senior at Pickle High School.
What kind of activities have you been involved with?
I've been involved in Link Leaders, and I was in Student Council.
What has been your favorite memory from attending Pickle City Schools?
I would definitely have to say my medical class, because it's been like a really good experience for me, and it hasn't just been all learning. It's actually fun to do it.
That's one of the newer programs. What are some of the things that you do in that class?
In that class, we do like blood pressure. We've used a specific blood pressure arm for that. We've done clinicals. We do a lot of just really hands-on stuff with that program.
What do you think underclassmen have to look forward to when it comes to their senior year?
They have a lot to look forward, just the classes, the experiences, just everything to do at Pickle High School, really.
What are your future plans?
My future plans are to go into the medical field and become a cardiothoracic surgeon.
Are you going to any kind of college or anything like that for that?
I plan on going to Edison State to get my pre-med done and then move on to OSU.
Nice. Favorite teachers?
My favorite teachers would definitely be Miss Berkey and Miss Beck.
Why?
Because they've just been teachers that haven't forced all of it learning, but made it actually fun and hands-on with it.
What is some advice that you would give anyone going into high school?
Don't stress about it too much. People always tell you it's going to be so stressful, but it's not as bad as it seems.
And anything else you would like to add, tell the community about what it was like to go to Pickle High School?
It was an amazing experience.
Thanks, Nick. We'll be right back here on the Senior Spotlight Show. Welcome back to the Senior Spotlight Show. Joining me now is our next senior, Cassie Straub. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Cassie Straub, and I'm a senior.
What kind of activities have you been involved with?
I've done cross country, track, swim, diving, and then I've done interactive club and student council.
A lot of endurance sports that you got to run and swim for long periods of time, right?
Yeah.
What has been your favorite memory from attending Pickle City Schools?
My favorite memory is probably going to be freshman year when I made it to regionals, and it was just raining. It was really muddy out. It was
just awful running conditions, right?
Yeah.
What do you think underclassmen have to look forward to when it comes to their senior year?
Looking forward to just that last stretch and just having fun getting through the last year.
What are your future plans right now?
I'm planning to attend Barton to continue running cross country and track in North Carolina.
That's in North Carolina. Why did you choose that college?
My sister and I have always talked about going to the same college, and she went and visited and loved it, and I didn't really care where I went.
As long as you went where she was going.
Yeah.
Right?
So I was like, why not?
Have you had any favorite teachers?
Well, out of coaches, I really liked Ryan King.
Why did you like Ryan?
He really put in a lot of effort, and I feel like he cares about all of us who run.
He does. He's a really good guy too.
Yeah.
What is some advice that you would give anyone going into high school, as like an 8th grader coming in?
Just make sure you put in the work in from the start, because if not, trying to catch back up is going to be a lot harder.
That's a good answer. And then tell me anything else that you would like to add about what it was like to be at Piqua High School.
All the friends, everything that I've met, I'm just hoping to see them after and all that. Yeah.
Thank you again for being with us here today, Cassie.
Thank you.
We'll be right back here on the Senior Spotlight Show. Welcome back to the Senior Spotlight Show. Joining me now is our next senior, Loris Ettinger. Loris, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Lourdes Ettinger, and I'm a senior here at PHS.
What kind of activities have you been involved with?
Well, currently I'm the editor for Piqua Digital Weekly.
What has that kind of been like for you?
Really fun, also really stressful, but it's been really fun getting to know everyone and learning how to build a team with my classmates.
What's been your favorite memory from attending Piqua City Schools?
Definitely making my own segment called Shower Thoughts. Everyone loved that.
Now you can tell everyone that the Twitter that is all based off of what you did, right?
Yeah.
What do you think underclassmen have to look forward to when it comes to their senior year?
Can I be honest? Definitely
Yeah.
leaving. You get to finally stop getting up in the morning and doing your homework, and I think that's really relieving for a lot of people.
What are your future plans right now?
So I'm going to be attending University of Dayton, but I'm also joining the Navy. So yeah, that's exciting.
Why did you choose that route?
The Navy? Oh God, what do I say?
I don't know. Why do you want to go in the Navy?
I want to join the Navy because I heard you have a lot of fun traveling, and I just want to do something for the country, something beneficial.
Yeah. Well, I thank you ahead of time for doing that for our country.
You're welcome.
What is some advice that you would give anyone going into high school, so like an 8th grader coming in?
As soon as you start 9th grade, worry about your grades and your attendance. I regret it so much, but it all counts to your senior year. Promise you that.
That's some really good advice. Really, really good. Have you had any favorite teachers?
I have two, Mr. Skeens and Mrs. Beck.
Why are those two your favorite?
Mrs. Beck because she's really relatable and she's a really fun teacher. And Mr. Skeens because he pushes me to be the best person I can be.
And then anything else that you would like to tell the community about what it was like to go to Piqua High School?
All in all, Piqua is a really nice community, and I really enjoyed making a lot of friends here.
Thank you again for joining us, Loris.
You're welcome.
This will conclude this episode of the Senior Spotlight Show. Don't forget to check our YouTube page and our Facebook page for the new episodes when they are released. For Lourdes, I'm AJ Ganger. We will see you next time on the Senior Spotlight Show.